Good morning, everybody. Dan and Nigel are downstairs, hopefully working on the Corolla right now. So let's go and check out what they're doing. We're going to the workshop. Sticky beak around the corner. Here they are in their natural habitat, working on the Corolla. That's a funny call the species of Nigel makes.
G'day everybody, welcome to day 2, the corolladore.
Dan's hiding over there in the corner.
Say hey Dan.
Hi.
Hi.
Alrighty. So we saw last week they did a mighty fine job stripping it out, and I believe this week they're going to do some more at the front here.
Yep. Try and get rid of all the front dash, pedals, all sorts. All the whole interior then will be gone.
Cool. Ready to start chopping up. Well, after we pull the motor out.
Yeah.
So if we look under the engine bay here, I actually did some measurements during the week, and we discovered that the V6 out of the Commodore is going to sit up about here. It's about 150 mil higher than the Corolla engine, which is pretty cool because it means we're going to have to put some sort of scoop in it. So we're tossing up, do we put on in an XR8 scoop or bonnet bulge, or do we put an A9X scoop on it like we did bump stop, or an STI scoop? Yeah, time will tell. We'll work that out later.
That's it.
Yeah. Out comes the wiring harness.
One bolt there.
Yep, undo that then.
You know what's really cool about the wiring harness in this? It takes like 10 minutes to get out. Remember how long the one in the Commodore took to get out? I think that took 2 years.
Do you want us to mark this?
Probably not. I think probably the lights and blinkers and everything will run on switches and relays.
Yeah. And we'll just find wiring. Yeah. No.
Now, while the guys are working on that, let's go and have a look at what happened on bump stop yesterday. So we've got a Carnacross event for bump stop on the 3rd of March, which is this weekend. So we did some fabrication. Let's check it out. So you'll see underneath here, if we can get down there, bump stop now has a bash plate. It's pretty low under here. That's my only concern, whether it's going to be a little bit too low for the dirt track. What we're doing is a gravel track, so you can sort of see in there. There's the engine mount we repaired last time. There is another broken one on the other side, but it's not getting fixed for this weekend. If worse comes to worse, we will adjust the coilovers in there to lift up the car a little bit so it doesn't scrub. There's lots of wires in there, Dan.
Yeah. People on it.
So is that our fuse box, or?
Yeah. That's why I was wondering whether we keep it.
Oh, we won't throw any of it out. It should be pretty easy to work out where it came from on this.
That's true.
So Nigel is labelling all the important bits by the look of it.
No, not really. Good job.
There we go, well done, Dan. So is that the controller for the aircon as well? For the switches?
I think that the aircon,
That's probably heater.
the heater.
Yeah, so that's going to be full of fluid.
Yeah.
I think it's still green in this one too. Is it still green? Too dark to see. Oh, yep, oh, there we go, yep, it's green.
Kind of green.
It's greener than what it was in the Commodore, that's for sure.
Okay.
So what are we disconnecting there?
It's the air conditioning.
Oh, we don't need air conditioning, do we, Dan?
No.
Just slow it down.
So you're just taking one pipe off, just crack this one on. It's good that there's nothing in it.
Now we will note that there was no air conditioning gas in the car when we picked it up. It was dead empty. It has been empty for years. So we're disconnecting it safely with no chance of gas emissions to the atmosphere.
Cool. Heater pipes, if we undo them, green stuff.
Alright. We're waiting for the green spew.
Now, when you're doing that, just watch out up your arm that you're not going to hit anything, alright? Because you pull on with a fair bit of force. Right? You can still pull on there, like you were doing. Just be careful when you're pulling back. Alright? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're not going to hurt yourself. Or you can put your pliers on there. Yep,
there we go.
Another way to do it is to use vice grips, and then that locks them on. And so when you then do this, when you've got it, then it just stays there, and you can just move it to wherever you need it. That's all. Okay. And the air conditioning.
Oh, look at that.
That's right.
Water.
Yep.
Chuck that straight in the bin.
It's got fucking feel on it.
Yep, that's right. Powder weight is everything, isn't it, Dan? Hey, Dan, I've got a really good idea.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear my really good idea?
Yeah.
I think we should pull the motor out some stage. That's really good, eh?
Yeah.
The dad jokes have started. I apologise in advance. Alrighty. We'll disconnect some hoses.
Now we just got to make sure we go back to the inside.
Yep.
We're only pulling apart some of the outside so we can get our cord through.
Yep.
Yeah. And that right there.
That is so sensible.
No, it's close.
You set your goals for the day.
Smart goal. Otherwise, it could be a distraction, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. Don't tell him. I'm not doing it anyway. Dan can still focus on the inside. How about I just drain the water out? Teamwork.
You do that? Some hearing. When a battery leaks acid, this is it. This is what happens. It's from your battery. Maybe because it's been overcharging or it's just over full. This is what will happen, and you want to get rid of that because it will rust out your car. Easy way to fix that: get a toothbrush, an old one preferably, and bicarb soda and water. Put that on it, neutralises it, cleans it up, and then away you go again. Get all your wires off.
Making a mess.
Let's just keep going.
Oh, I'm just gonna. There we go.
Hey, this is our first fan.
Oh, our biggest fan.
Our biggest fan today, the Corolladore fan. Hey, appreciate you coming along and supporting us, Mr. Fan.
So quickly what we're up to here. Radiator's out, air conditioning pipes, clearing up, ready for the wiring harness to get out of the way while Dan and Nigel are on target to meet their deadline. So what did you set, an hour and a half?
Yep.
And you made an hour and a half, I believe.
Nothing.
I believe that's a cause for celebration. Well done. Well done, Dan.
Now we're just working on the cables here, and we can help you with the engine.
It's all happening today. Oh, here's Neil in the background, walking on sunshine. He's on camera. He didn't realise. Hi, Neil. He's waving.
G'day, Australia.
So what's our status quo here, Nigel?
Well, we were... I'll put it back inside. At the moment, just pulling apart all the guards and covers and anything around the engine so we can pull that out.
Groovy. We'll be walking on sunshine in no time.
You will be.
I think Dan really likes our dad jokes. Was that a head shake I saw, Dan? You'll get used to them.
This car's absolutely wide.
Ooh. Whoa, that was a electric dad joke, that one, Nigel. Oh, that was a little chuckle there.
There you go.
Too easy. That's a solid fan, isn't it?
Yep.
I think that just officially became our biggest fan.
Oh yes, we've got 2 fans today.
Or maybe it's this noisy fan that's on the wall that's going to be running interference with our video sound. Nigel using brute force to get the condenser out. There it comes. There we go. We just got some more performance there, Dan. You got lighter.
Yeah.
So this is our wrap for the end of the day. Dan the man, Nigel, and I got in the way a little bit and got my hands dirty to make it look like I was working. But the interior got stripped out. Next week all we have to do is undo the struts on each side, engine mounts, disconnect the brake lines. What else do we need to do? Take the steering rack off the firewall. I think that's pretty much it. There might be a couple other odds and sods. And then we're going to winch the body up and roll the wheels, the whole K-frame, wheels and all out. Aren't we, Dan?
Yeah.
So did you have fun today, Dan?
Yeah.
It's good.